For the past 7 days, I've been testing the most luxurious AR glasses bundle that exists, the In-Air 2 Elite Suite, an AR glasses pack that's really designed to replace your computer or even complement it. I have previously talked about the In-Air 2 Go pack, so if you want to see that video, it's a bit of a precursor to this one, but not at all necessary. But this is their top tier pack, and I'm going to take you from the basics all the way to the most advanced, powerful features. But first, I'm going to be giving away some smart glasses very soon, so if you want to be part of those giveaways, make sure you're subscribed to the channel right now, because if you're not subscribed, you can't win anything. So first, just a heads up, In-Air did send me this pack, at least the final couple pieces of it. Big thanks to them for making this video possible, but also because of that, you guys get $109 off if you use the code Steven in all caps. That's STEVEN. It's also down in the description, so it takes it down from $11.99, 8% discount to $10.99, and then my 10% discount all the way to $9.89 if you actually wanted to get these. But in order to find that out, make sure you watch the rest of this video right now. So what are AR glasses? They, generally speaking, just mirror whatever they're plugged into. These specifically use USB-C to C, and you can also use an adapter to do things like HDMI to USB-C. But essentially, if I plug in my phone with a cord into the back of this, I can see whatever is on my phone screen, including my notes for this video. I could also play games on there, plug this into a Steam Deck or an Xbox or PlayStation, even a Windows or Mac laptop or computer. But this In-Air 2 Elite Suite actually goes a step farther than what most AR glasses do. But just so we don't miss anything about the glasses themselves, they have a 46-degree field of view, a 120 Hertz refresh rate, and the way they're sort of doing this display is just like all other AR glasses with this thing called bird bath optics. So it's this little mirror that's pretty chunky but down at an angle in the front, and it reflects the image up to you, which makes them a lot more high quality than if it's like waveguide where it's etched into the lens, as those are typically 480 or 600p, but AR glasses like these are more like 1080 or 1200p, these being 1080. So because of that, you're getting an entire movie theater size screen or multiple screens in front of you rather than just tiny little heads up display elements like you might with the glasses I'm wearing now. Now, what exactly makes this In-Air bundle different than all the other AR glasses like Viture or X-Real? In order to answer that, we have to talk about what problems this product actually solves specifically. And I think the different brands have different answers to that question. If you look at something like the Viture glasses with their Pro neckband, it has hand tracking and a bunch of ways to connect to game stations remotely, and even in their advertisements, it's pretty clear that a lot of that is focused on immersion and gaming, even getting some VR elements in there. Versus maybe X-Real AR glasses, which historically have been more multi-purpose. You can attach an X-Real Eye onto there, which is a camera, so you can take videos of your everyday life. You can attach it to a beam, do crazy things with the Android App Store, like this guy who's even doing construction on a giant radio tower using the glasses. Whereas the In-Air 2 Elite Suite specifically aims at the problem of productivity and how do we enhance that. So that's why if you want to get AR glasses to work better, to have a more productive environment, multitask, In-Air could be your best option. So how do these In-Airs solve productivity? Number one, you're getting 4 screens with the In-Air Space app just by plugging it into your MacBook or Windows, which is higher than the other top AR glasses, 3 screens being the Vitures with their Spacewalker app, and X-Real and Rayneo don't even have an app for multiple screens, so you just get one big one. But with these, you're getting 4, and you can do 3 like this and then 1 on top, or you can do 3 or 2 or 1 ultra wide screen. Tons of different options. This productivity step goes even further when you use everything in the kit. And you can actually fit the glasses in here and the cord, which is under the keyboard, and you're getting the In-Air pod. Now this thing is an absolute beast. You just plug it into the glasses and then you're in sort of an AR spatial environment where you can have up to 6 screens. It looks like there's outer space / galaxies far in the background. And you're also getting the entire Android App Store, which is running on this little pod. On top of that, you use this as sort of a hand tracking gesture recognizer, and it has built-in AI to ask questions about the screens that you can actually see, or any AI questions. This right here is an incredibly insane productivity tool. Now you might know that some other AR glasses brands have their own version of sort of an Android tether like this pod, but not many of these, or any of them, have a great way way to type things out. And this In-Air 2 Elite Suite comes with this Bluetooth keyboard that connects to this pod, has a trackpad, so you don't have to do voice to text for everything. And you can still do that, or you can use this great keyboard, which is built into this entire hub. Everything packs into this tight little system that you can carry around with you really easily if you don't even want to bring a laptop. But yeah, it has this little briefcase type thing, and this keyboard actually magnetizes in here so it stays in nice and tight and sturdy. And the In-Air 2 Elite Suite has a better keyboard than the In-Air 2 GoPax keyboard, which is one of the fold-out ones. But as far as the actual In-Air pod here, which you can do the cool hand tracking stuff with, you don't actually have to use this. You can just set it right here in its slot, use the button to touch and hold for AI, and then just use the keyboard and trackpad to navigate the 6 screens. And there's even space below the puck down here so that when the cord plugs into the bottom, it's not going to run into anything or bend in any weird ways. They really thought it out pretty well. And then you just have this whole system where you can type and use the trackpad and navigate these 6 screens. Now, that's a lot of crazy stuff. So instead of just talking about it, let me show you. So I actually went out to a coffee shop and just worked for hours and hours today. Even though I have tested these glasses out before, I wanted to test out the productivity and work in my real life in a more controlled environment. That's more like real life, where I could actually get a lot of things done rather than just sort of showing you the highlights. And this is my experience. So I go to the coffee shop, chose about 3 different productivity modes. The first one was with no laptop whatsoever. You just bring this pack, and what all can you do with it? From there, I USB-C to C connected the glasses to the Go pod, powered it on, and then Bluetooth connected the keyboard to the pod, which you only have to do the first time by pressing function B and then finding it in the Bluetooth settings. And then from there, it auto connects every single time. Let's look at this In-Air pod. So this has hand tracking with your hand. It sort of acts as a cursor or remote, but it also has a touchpad on top, which you can swipe left and right on the different screens with and tap on things to select them. It's all very intuitive. If you ever lose the cursor, you can just shake this and it will reset the cursor right to the middle of you. If you lose the screens, you can double tap the glasses and it will switch all the screens right in front of you. It works really well. And then on this pod, you also have this little button in the center, which is what activates the AI assistant. And you can ask questions about the screens that you're looking at or just any general AI questions. Then you have the keyboard, so you don't actually have to use the pod if you don't want to. And you can swipe left and right on the trackpad just as if it was a phone screen as well to go between different screens. And the keyboard is obviously a great saver, so you don't have to speak all the things that you want to. I had Google Docs for my video script. Then I have Trello for some project management stuff and to-dos. And then I have YouTube, of course. But the nice thing is there's an app for all those. So when I went to each website, it prompted me to download them from the Play Store. And now they're working a lot better with their nice UI from the actual App Store system as if they were on a tablet, but with a much bigger screen. And with all those dedicated apps, it just runs better and is less cluttered than if it was just all running on Google Chrome. Anyways, so I had my script on the right with my little notes about the things that I was supposed to go over with the In-Air 2 Elite Suite. In the middle, I have my recent to-dos and different accessories that arrived as they shipped. Then to the left that I had whatever AI written assistant that I wanted. So this could be ChatGPT, Gemini. I mean, I could use the built-in AI here, which is great because it can see everything you're looking at it without having to take any screenshots. But if you want to use Gemini or ChatGPT because you have a bunch of memory built up in there, that is totally fine. You can do that because they're Android app. You can download whatever Android apps you want. And I also had a YouTube video playing on the top with some gaming stuff just so I didn't get bored playing in the background. And I guarantee you no one thought this is what I was looking at in the coffee shop. And yeah, I'm still hearing all the audio from the YouTube video while I'm typing out and doing my work on this keyboard. And it's pretty crazy to me that at this point I have 4 screens up. I'm working really nicely and I don't even have a laptop. And the audio in the YouTube video, it's honestly pretty dang good. I wasn't expecting the audio to be crazy good, but it's pretty freaking good. Spent about 30-45 minutes in that environment. And honestly, my eyes didn't get tired at all. Even looking at 4 screens sort of up in that birdbath system. And it wasn't that warm. Like certainly nothing that I noticed. The only thing that is notable is that the In-Air pod does have a fan built into it. So you can hear it when it's working harder, especially when you have more and more screens coming up. But if you're in a louder or like moderately loud environment like a coffee shop or something, you're not really going to notice, just if you're in a really quiet space. And on top of all this, it's really nice that you have basically all the apps you could ever want on the Android App Store. I mean, it's just like any app you could have on your phone. But honestly, they're kind of way better because you can have multiple up and you can have them on much bigger screens and horizontal, and you can have 6 of them at once, which you definitely can't do with an Android phone or tablet. It becomes a lot more just like apps that you would use maybe on your MacBook that might be better than the internet versions. Like I use Trello on there and other apps like that. But then of course you have all the other stuff in the Android App Store, like games, tons of stuff you can play around with. The other nice thing is you can push the screens back really far, so you can see a lot more of them at once, or you can pull them up close. And all this is very intuitive if you want to see the little details. After a while, I used the Chrome tab to navigate away from the Play Store. I started looking at some smart glasses news to get some ideas for any new videos I want to make. And again, can't stress enough, after like 45 minutes, my eyes were not tired at all, which was really, really cool, even in this really bright setting in this coffee shop. I had the brightness in the glasses cranked to the max, just so I could be more immersed with the darker background, which I was able to achieve with the electrochromic stepless dimming, meaning it goes from pretty clear to completely dark and every little step in between, just with the slider on the side. Unlike all the other AR glasses, which just have 1, 2, or 3 different steps of electrochromic, these have stepless, so they can do any setting of darkness or brightness, anywhere in between. Now after this, I wanted to try the second main productivity setup, and this is when you have 5 screens on your in-ear pod, or less if you want, but then you also have 1 screen from your laptop, whether that's a Windows or a MacBook. Now you need to download the In-Air Space app from their website to do this, which is very easy, and then you just open it up. It's going to ask if you want to log in, but you can skip it if you want. And then the nice thing here is you can sort of choose the size of your screen. You can do small, medium, large, or you can even do ultra wide. And you can cast this remotely, so you don't have to plug in the cord. You get the 5 screens from the pod plugged into the glasses, and then you can remote cast your laptop screen. But I will say, with ultra wide and a bunch of screens like playing a YouTube video, all that stuff, laptop screen particularly does get a little laggy in your view, but once you put it in a normal large screen instead of ultra wide, it has a lot better performance. Now I kind of just got bored here and started playing chess, and then started going through some of my previous edits, and honestly it was a decent workflow. And it's really nice that you could have your computer screen in addition to all of these individual apps that are sort of optimized for the Android system. Now you can do whatever you would normally do on your computer, and I should remind you that this is completely wireless. That's why there's a little bit of lag with the ultra wide screen. It's completely remote. It's just connecting to it via the internet. But with a MacBook, you can do the 3-finger swipe on the trackpad and switch between different screens very easily, so you can still have great workflow and a screen that's twice as wide. Now the biggest thing that I love about this mode is you can actually use the in-ear pod as your sort of cursor. Like for hand tracking, you can select things, you can drag things around, all of that stuff, instead of using your actual MacBook trackpad, which is really cool to be able to hand track your way around your MacBook. It's not something you normally get to do. You can do it with this second productivity mode. But overall, there was a little bit of lag with the ultra wide since it's remote and you can't connect with the wire since the wire is connected to the pod. Which brings me to the third productivity mode. And this one is one I also really enjoy a lot. I think it lends itself to productivity very well. And that is just plugging the USB-C to C cord it comes with directly into your computer. So I plugged it into my MacBook, didn't use the pod or keyboard. And here I can have 4 screens. And this is with a wired connection. So there's very low latency. It's very smooth. It works really, really nice. And it's a nice upgrade from just having one tiny laptop screen in the middle of a coffee shop. Or you can have a quad screen, which I love. This is extremely useful. And the connection is just much better in this wired system than in the second mode. So you can actually get tons of work done just in this way. And it's just such an easy way to expand your screen to 4 screens in a coffee shop without having to bring 3 extra screens. I mean, who can actually do that? Or, you know, has $3,500 to spend on an Apple Vision Pro, which only gives you 1 big screen. Even without using those and just using the super ultra wide screen, even that is such a big upgrade. And it's really nice most of the time, since that's what I'm used to working with now back in the studio. Now it doesn't actually let me screen record all 4 screens, but I was able to sort of illustrate what I had pulled up during this work session. So there's the video editor on the top. The files which I was dragging into the video editor were on the bottom. And the quality again is just so good when it's connected direct via wire. And then the X-Reels and Ranios just don't have an app to have multiple screens at all on those computers. And those are sort of the 3 big ways to be really productive with the In-Air 2 Elite Suite and how it solves the productivity problem. Better than maybe all other AR glasses, at least that are out right now. My favorite ways to use this based on all this experience are just using the In-Air 2 Elite Suite and then just using the glasses with a MacBook. I don't love the remote connection. It's not the smoothest all the time, but if they can improve the performance of that, that would be even better. It's also nice how if you have all of your screens up in say like a coffee shop, you can electrochromic dim to black with the actual glasses, and then it just doesn't feel like you're in a busy environment. You get nice sound quality and you're a lot more immersed. Now you might be wondering about the battery life of AR glasses like this, and they run off the battery of whatever they're plugged into. So if it's plugged into your MacBook, you get infinite battery life basically, or however long your MacBook lasts. If you plug it into just the pod from the glasses, you're getting 4 hours of battery life, which is pretty good for, it's like half of a workday of staring staring at 4 screens in an immersive space, I would say is more than you need, and you can charge it up pretty quick in between. And yeah, this day I did those 3 tests. I used it for multiple hours and it was only at 60% at the end of all of that testing, which is really good. But overall, what do I think of this entire In-Air 2 Elite Suite? Now, when you're taking it down from $11.99 to $10.99 using the discount on the website, and then use the code Steven in all caps to get another 10% off, it's down at $9.89, which is more than $200 less than it retails. At that point, it's a really good deal. And I would say it's a lot more worth it than it would be maybe at full price. Because $1,200, not everyone has that kind of money, but once it gets less than $1,000, it becomes a lot more plausible. And this entire system is a really nice way to be really productive. And you can even use just this in-ear pod and plug it into something like the Vitsure Luma Ultras and get 6 DOF instead of 3 DOF with these. And they're making this compatible with more and more AR glasses brands by the day. So this little guy is around $400. If you wanted that, the 6 screens was the main selling point. That could be a really good option too. I'll try to leave a link for that down in the description as well. If you want something to sort of replace your computer, and you've done so with maybe like a tablet, but you want a bunch of extra screens, this could be the perfect replacement. And you could even just plug it into your laptop and do mix and match stuff like that really well. It's a great system, but those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Would you get this pack? Have you tried it yourself? What questions do you have? And again, if you want to try this out, there's a huge discount down there in the description if you want. I tried to make this video as helpful as I could, so if you appreciate that, you could drop a like if you want to. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. Till next time.